Yo, what's up Alpha Chat gamers? My name is Omega King and welcome back to another video. On this video we'll be ranking every playable DMC5 characters from worst to best. Now first off, this in no way is an objective video, right? If you wanna know who's objectively the worst and who's objectively the best to play as, then you're gonna have to actually check out somebody who's good at the game. So you know what, let's get into it.
I get it. Who brought the marshmallows? Because I'm bringing the fire.
Alright, so first off we got Nero, and not for the best reasons. Look, at first you might think, oh yeah, this is a great character when you just start up the game. But after you play as V, Dante, or Virgil, you start to think, yeah, this may be not the best. Okay, first off, I don't think his moveset is all around that amazing once you play the game for a while. In my opinion, it's meh. At least for Nero. When you get to play as the other characters though. I have honestly never found the use of these like devil breakers, which are Nero's arms. And he really gets good once you reach his like devil trigger, which you know what, which is just short-lived. It's like probably, at least for me, it's just a probably few seconds and then boom. It no longer happens, it's just off. It's a shame because apart from him not being the best to play as, his character is great overall. He would be fun, but at the same time, there's just big red flags or just turn-offs, for lack of a better term. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about Nero. Now let's move on to the other guys.
It's always okay to run away if you're not important.
He who desires but act not breeds pestilence. So it is written.
Okay, let's just go to the cons first. So V, he's fun, right? But the thing is, you get to play as him as in Mission 4, right? Which kind of sucks. Like, or I'm already done with playing as Nero, and now I want to play as the other guys, right? When you start to play as other characters that are not Nero, that's when the game starts to actually, you know, shine even more. Like, the game already shined at the prologue, but it shines even more. It gets way better once you get to play as the other characters. But yeah, I kind of think it's a requirement to have them in missions, in other missions, just for them to have a story in Devil May Cry 5. But you know what, I agree on that. It's kind of a good thing. Like, story kind of helps out the game a bit. Now let's just get to the good parts, and that is when you get to play as them. With that aside, let me just tell you about these little pets real quick, alright? First, we got that line thingy. I don't know what that is. His name is Shadow. Well, we have this big monster thingy. I don't know what that is. His name is Nightmare. Then we got Griffin, which is a bird that I really wanna, you know, kick the shit out of. Like, everybody wants to kick the shit out of Griffin. You know what I really love about V? It's just how he could just stand there, right? Besides, you know, the fact that you have to move him a bit so he could avoid being hit by these like demons, right? I kind of love how he just stands there while his pets do the dirty work. But joking aside, I really love how he plays. He seems to be fun to play as, right? His combos are generally fun to pull off, and you know what? It's really satisfying when you get from S to hell, even triple S, right? It's just satisfying. You know, overall, I love playing as V. Capcom did a really great job at making sure that V is fun to play as. You know what? I'm done talking about V. Now let's just move on to the next character.
How's that for road rash?
And yes, Dante, like, okay, look, hear me out. If you know, if I did this like 2 years ago, right, when DMC5 was like fresh and new, I would have said that Dante was the best to play as, but there's another character to play as that is better than Dante. Okay, look, now the only problem with them is that, you know, you have to actually spend some time playing the game, like a huge portion of the story, just to get to play as him, which is kind of sad, I know, but once you get to that part where you get to play as Dante, it feels really rewarding. One of the best things about Dante is just sheer badass, or like the guy oozes with charisma. Like everybody likes Dante. When you think of DMC or Devil May Cry, you think of Dante. Now also another good thing about Dante is that he has a lot of weapons that you get to choose from, which makes his moveset like really great and really fun to play with. Like it's really fun to play as Dante, right? Like I played as him and it's just fun. When you get to S rank, it could be like one of the most satisfying feelings in the world. That's when it gets amazing, man. Like look, alright, look, Dante's fun to play as, but once you get his devil trigger on, right? That's when stuff just goes crazy. That's when it becomes extra fun to play as Dante, right? And you know what? I'll say that again. If I made that video like 2 years ago, I would have said that Dante is the best. But there's one guy, right? One character to get to play as, right? But there's just one character, and I mean one character, right? One guy that is better than all of them. You know what? You're about to know who it is, like right now.
What is this? Virgil.
As soon as I saw this, right, as soon as I saw the trailer for Special Edition, I wanted to get the PS5 just to play as Virgil, right? That's how badly I wanted to play as Virgil. When you play as him, right, when you get a chance to even see what he's like to play as, right, you really want to buy the PS5, but afterwards they just placed the Virgil as separate DLC for DMC5 on like the PC and the PS4 and Xbox One. When you get to play as him, oh my god, it gets so fun. One of the great things about playing as Virgil is he has his own like story mode. When I mean story mode, I mean he does not have his own story, but you get to play the entire story as Virgil. You know, a good thing, I kind of consider that a good thing because he's just so fun to play as. Like I know it's kind of easy to get S rank as Virgil, but even though it's easy, at the same time, it's really satisfying. Like as soon as I actually got my hands onto the controller, right, and actually played as him, I thought to myself, this is way better than I made it up to be. Okay, it's good enough you get to S rank, right? Once you get to double S and triple S, that's when it gets just amazing. Like look, I've never, went crazy over a video game's theme, right? A character's theme. But look, I gotta say this, Virgil's theme, right? That is a work of art. The way he's designed to play as, right? He was supposed to have a good theme song from the beginning, from the moment you touched the controller. You know, I could go as far as to say that Virgil is the best DMC5 character to play as. If it's $5, then yeah, it's worth the $5, right? That's all I gotta say about his Virgil. Okay, you know, that's gonna be it for the video. If you agree with me or not, if you disagree with me, then tell me why you're disagreeing with me. I would love to hear you guys' opinions. Also, make sure you like, sub, and share this with a friend. And yeah, my name is Omega King, and yeah, I'm gonna see you guys next time.